I welcome you all to my class. I'm Ms. Vandana Gupta, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. So, in our last few lectures, we have studied about shares, okay, which is the part of Unit 1, Shares and Mutual Funds. In shares, let us quickly revise what we have done. First of all, we started with what is a share, what are the different terms associated with shares, like what is dividend, what is face value. Dividend is calculated on face value. What is market price? What is the meaning of share is at par, above par, below par? Then we have seen how to find out what is the brokerage, how to find out the purchase price, how to find out the selling price of a share, how to find out amount invested, how to find out the amount received. Then we have seen and how to find out total dividend. Then we have seen how to find out the net gain and percentage gain in shares. And finally, we have seen some problems on bonus shares. So this much you have to study in shares. Okay? Today, I'm going to start with mutual funds, which is again a second subunit of this unit 1. So we are starting with mutual fund. Now, what is a mutual fund? See, if you want to invest your money in share market, you know that share market is very volatile. Uh, it may happen that sometimes you generate a good amount of profit, good amount of money, or sometimes you may go in loss. So if you do not have a knowledge of the market, then it may happen that you may invest your money at the wrong place. I mean, at the wrong company's shares, and then you may end up in having a huge loss. So suppose uh, you have money and you want to invest, but you do not have the knowledge of share market, or even though you have the knowledge of share market, but you don't have time, because you have to keep an eye on the share market. So suppose you have money but you don't have time, or the other way, you have time also but you don't have the proper knowledge uh, in which shares, in which company you have to invest so as to get more profit. In such case, what people do, they give their money or they invest their money in mutual funds. So what is this mutual fund? It collects the money from different people who are interested to invest their money in different portfolios in share market and other things. And these companies, these mutual fund companies are run by the fund manager, and they are very expert people. They have a very good knowledge of share market. So the financial market, you can say. So these fund managers, they will collect the money from different people who wants to invest that amount, and this amount they will invest on the investor's behalf in different portfolios. Okay, and this money collected will be invested in different portfolios by these fund managers, and the returns after deducting their liabilities or whatever are given back to the investors in the proportional to the investment which they have made. So basically म्यूचुअल फंड का फंडा क्या है? अगर आपको नॉलेज नहीं है शेयर मार्केट के बारे में, या आपके पास टाइम नहीं और आपको आपका मनी इन्वेस्ट करना है, तो आप क्या करेंगे? आपका मनी आप म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी को दे देंगे, और म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी आपके जैसे और भी लोगों से पैसा इकट्ठा करेगी, और उस पैसे को वो डिफरेंट पोर्टफोलियोज पे लगाई, गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज में या फिर शेयर मार्केट में, और जो भी आपके बिहाफ में, ठीक है, आपका पैसा लगाएगी, और फिर जो भी उसका जो प्रॉफिट होगा वो उनका खुद का एक्सपेंसेस निकाल के, दे आर वर्किंग फॉर यू, जो भी उनका रिटर्न्स होगा वो दे विल गिव बैक टू द इन्वेस्टर्स, मतलब आपको आपका प्रोपोर्शन में आपको उसका रिटर्न मिल जाए. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट इज द बेसिक कंसेप्ट ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड. So mutual fund is a pool of money collected from different investors. The amount collected is invested in different portfolios of securities like shares, debentures, bonds, or government schemes by the fund managers. And the returns are given back to the investors in proportion to the investment. Now, mutual funds are managed by large financial services with a strong team of fund managers and research experts. Now, there are types of mutual funds. The first one, which is called as closed-ended mutual fund. These are offered with a fixed date of maturity and can be purchased from mutual fund companies during a specific period. The units are redeemed by the fund when the scheme expires. That is, the investor can get the amount after expiry date of the fund, and the number of units and the units capital remains constant. Now, what is the meaning of closed-ended? Closed-ended means this type of mutual fund are offered with a fixed date of maturity. यानी एक fixed date होगा जिस पर आपका you know what you can say, it will be a fixed date of maturity. उसके बाद आप पैसा आपको निकालना ही पड़ेगा. Okay, that is what is the meaning. And you can purchase and redeem. Redeem मतलब sell. Redeem का mutual fund में we will use the word redeem. Redeem मतलब selling your shares. So these units which you have collected or which you have bought, they can be redeemed by the fund when the scheme expires. So there will be a fixed time. उस time में ही आप खरीद भी सकते हैं और redeem उसके बाद fixed date के बाद कर सकते हैं. Okay, and the number of units and the unit capital will remain constant. Okay, एक बार आपने पैसा लगा दिया, आपको यूनिट्स मिल गया म्यूचुअल फंड का, फिर वो मैच्योरिटी डेट के बाद आप उसको रिडीम कर सकते हैं. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ क्लोज्ड एंडेड म्यूचुअल फंड. व्हाट इज द सेकंड वन? ओपन एंडेड फंड्स. दीज हैव नो फिक्स्ड डेट ऑफ मैच्योरिटी. ओपन है मतलब देयर इज नो फिक्स्ड डेट. आप कभी भी पैसे को आई मीन आपके म्यूचुअल फंड यूनिट्स को रिडीम कर सकते हैं. तो इट इज कॉल्ड ओपन एंडेड. These have no fixed date of maturity, and the units can be sold or purchased at any time. Look at this, at any time. The number of units and its capital changes daily. क्योंकि जैसे शेयर मार्केट में शेयर के प्राइसेस रोज बढ़ते हैं या घटते रहते हैं, उसी तरह से म्यूचुअल फंड का भी जो रेट होता है मार्केट में और जो वैल्यू होती है मार्केट में, that also keeps changing. It is not same every day. Okay, so open ended और close ended में यही डिफरेंस है कि close ended में एक फिक्स डेट होता है मैच्योरिटी का और एक फिक्स पीरियड होता है. उसमें आपको अपना अमाउंट इन्वेस्ट करना है और मैच्योरिटी डेट के बाद आप उसको रिडीम कर सकते हैं. ओपन एंडेड में देयर इज नो फिक्स डेट. यू कैन परचेज एंड यू कैन रिडीम एट एनी टाइम एंड योर नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स आल्सो विल कीप चेंजिंग. जैसे जैसे कि the value of your mutual fund units is changing. Okay. That is what is the difference between the closed-ended and open-ended funds. Now there are certain terms which are associated with mutual funds which we should know. What are they? The first one is assets. As you know the meaning of assets. Okay. It is the market value of investment of mutual fund in government securities, bonds, etc. What is the market value? That is the asset. Okay. Liabilities. What is liabilities? Liabilities means what are the expenses? So it includes all the expenses. What you have to pay, payables like payment of the employees and other things, and other liabilities like the if your mutual fund company is running in a particular place, so the rent of the premises or electricity bill or whatever, these are the other liabilities, and some other expenses, payment of the employees and other things. So these are called the liabilities. Third is net asset. From the asset, whatever is the asset in the market today, from that if you subtract the liabilities, you will get the net asset. So net asset is total assets minus liabilities of the scheme. Fourth and very important thing, which is called as net asset value of a unit, NAV. In short, we call it as NAV, net asset value. What is net asset value of a unit? It is the rupee value of 1 unit of a particular scheme of a mutual fund. So net asset value is for 1 unit. So how will you calculate NAV? It is the net asset, means total asset, divided by number of units outstanding. That will give you NAV of a mutual fund. So in simple words, I can say that NAV is the value in rupees of 1 unit of mutual fund. So it is like a market price. आज की तारीख में आपके म्यूचुअल फंड यूनिट का क्या वैल्यू है मार्केट में. So NAV is like a market price. ओके, जैसे शेयर्स में मार्केट प्राइस होता है ना, आपके पास समझो 100 शेयर है कंपनी, तो आज की तारीख में सपोज एक शेयर का रेट 500 है, तो आपके पास कितना वर्थ है? 500 into 100. ठीक है, उसी तरह से होगा. तो जो शेयर्स में मार्केट प्राइस होता है वो म्यूचुअल फंड में NAV होता है. तो NAV is the value of 1 unit of a particular mutual fund. Okay, and how do you calculate NAV? It is net asset. Net asset is total asset minus liabilities. The net asset divided by number of units outstanding. Okay. Now, Finn, the next term which is used in mutual fund is load. Load on mutual fund. Now, what is this load? So, load is a charge paid by the investor while dealing in mutual funds. Okay. If you see the similarity of this load with in mutual fund with shares. See, in shares, whenever you buy or sell your shares, you have to pay a commission that is called a brokerage. In mutual fund also, whenever you purchase the units or you redeem your units, you have to pay a commission, you can say. That commission we call it here as load. Okay, so load is like a charge which is paid by the investor. Okay, now Finn, load you have to pay at the time while dealing with the mutual fund. Dealing meaning what? या तो आप खरीदेंगे या तो आप redeem करेंगे, sell करेंगे. तो दोनों समय आपको you will have to give the load or the both the time at the time of purchase as well as at the time of redeeming, you have to pay a brokerage or the commission, which you call it as a loan. So accordingly, it is being given different names. So the charge paid while purchasing the unit, जब आप purchase कर रहे हैं mutual fund units को, तो जब आप वो charge pay करेंगे, while or it is also called when you are purchasing the unit, that means you are entering in the scheme. So it is also called, that is while entering in the mutual fund scheme. So it is called as entry. जब आप purchase कर रहे हैं मतलब क्या? आप enter कर रहे हैं. That is the name given to it as entry load. Okay. So what is entry load? It is the charge paid while purchasing the units. And how will you find out the purchase price of a unit? It is the market price of that unit, that is NAV. प्लस उसके ऊपर आपको एंट्री लोड भी पे करना है, तो NAV प्लस एंट्री लोड. तो जैसे कि शेयर्स में हम परचेज प्राइस कैसे निकालते थे, इफ यू रिमेंबर, परचेज प्राइस इन शेयर्स का चैप्टर खत्म हो गया. बिल्कुल, ये अगर आपको शेयर्स का चैप्टर समझ में आ गया है तो ये भी आपको समझ में आ जाएगा, बिकॉज़ इट इज वेरी मच सिमिलर. तो परचेज प्राइस ऑफ वन शेयर, हाउ यू यूज्ड टू कैलकुलेट? इट वाज मार्केट प्राइस प्लस ब्रोकरेज, करेक्ट ना? Now, in terms of mutual fund, market price means NAV, net asset value, value of your unit. Okay, and what is brokerage in terms of mutual fund? It is entry. Okay, so that means purchase price of a unit is NAV plus entry. तो देखो शेयर्स में हम ब्रोकरेज किसके ऊपर कैलकुलेट करते थे? ब्रोकरेज वाज कैलकुलेटेड ऑन द मार्केट प्राइस। सॉरी, जैसे कि हमने बोला ब्रोकरेज ऑफ 1%, तो 1% ऑफ व्हाट? इट इज 1% ऑफ मार्केट। यहाँ पर भी सिमिलरिटी इज देयर। एंट्री लोड is calculated as a percentage of NAV. So remember that load is always expressed as a percentage of NAV or calculated as a percentage of NAV. Similar to in shares. Okay, जैसे shares में हम brokerage को market price के ऊपर calculate करते थे. It is like that. So load on mutual fund, it is the charge paid while dealing with the mutual fund. The charge paid when you are purchasing the unit, it is called as entry load. See, shares में उसको brokerage ही बोलते हैं. अगर आप खरीद रहे हैं तो भी उसको brokerage बोलेंगे, आप बेच रहे हैं shares को तो भी उसको brokerage बोलेंगे. लेकिन mutual fund में names are different. When you are purchasing, it is called as entry load. So purchase price of a unit is NAV plus entry load. Now, when you are purchasing the unit, that means you are investing your money, amount invested. The number of units purchased, आप कैसे निकालेंगे? How much amount you have invested divided by purchase price of a unit. Correct? जैसे हम number of shares purchased निकालते थे, amount invested divided by purchase price of a share. Similarly, यहाँ पर भी number of units purchased. यहाँ पर हम म्यूचुअल फंड में वी कॉल इट एज नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स. ओके, जैसे हम शेयर्स में बोलते हैं नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स परचेज, यहाँ बोलते हैं नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स परचेज. तो नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स परचेज इज अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड डिवाइडेड बाय परचेज प्राइस ऑफ ए यूनिट. एंड इफ यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड, अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड, तो आप क्या करोगे? नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स परचेज इनटू परचेज प्राइस ऑफ वन. So amount invested is equal to purchase price of one unit multiplied by number of units purchased. Now see, there is one difference between shares and mutual fund. What is the difference? Number of shares purchased cannot be in fraction. It will be a whole number. हमने इतने problem shares में solve किए. Number of shares purchased or sold will always be a whole number. You cannot say कि number of shares purchased is 120.5. Then it will make more sense. It will not contain a decimal. It should be a whole number. लेकिन mutual fund number of units can be in decimal. Okay? In fact, in many of the cases, it will be in decimal only, and it will be, we will take up to 3 decimal places. And you can have like this number of units. When we will solve the problems, we will see to it. Number of units of mutual fund can be in fraction. Yes, we can have like this number of units 120.356. We can have like this. After decimal, we have to take 3 digits. Understood? So we have seen entry load. Now let us see what is exit load. So remember that entry load means you are entering in this. That means you are purchasing this units. Okay. Let us see the next one. The charge paid while selling. While selling is also called as redeeming. Selling the units, that is while exiting a mutual fund. You are selling your unit, that means you are coming out of the scheme, exiting. So that is why the charge which you will pay at the time of exiting from the mutual fund scheme is called as exit load. So it is also like a brokerage only. जैसे shares में brokerage होता था वैसा ही है. But this is at the time of coming out of the scheme. That means selling your unit or redeeming your unit. How will you find out the selling price of a unit? जैसे वहां पर हम selling price of shares निकालते थे. कैसा निकालते थे हम selling price of a share? कैसा निकालते थे हम? Market price minus brokerage. जब आप sell करते हैं तो brokerage को subtract करें. Same thing here. selling price of one unit of mutual fund is NAV. NAV is like market price minus brokerage. Here we are coming out of this week, so it is HGT. So you can see the similarity between the mutual fund and the shares. See, the formulae are more or less same, only the terms are different. Terminology is different. जहाँ shares में हम market price बोलते थे, यहाँ mutual fund में हम उसको NAV बोलते हैं. वहाँ पर हम brokerage बोलते थे, यहाँ पर हम load बोलते हैं. There are two loads, entry load and exit load. Entry load when you are purchasing, exit load when you are selling. Again and again I am repeating because these things are very important. If you have the objective type question, then such type of questions are very important. Okay. So selling price of a unit is NAV minus exit unit. Now, how will you find out number of units redeemed or sold? I'm writing both the terms here. So number of units redeemed. When you are redeeming the unit, you will receive the amount, correct? जब आप बेचोगे तो आपको पैसा मिलेगा. So it is amount received divided by selling price of a unit or redemption price भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है? Selling price is also called as redemption price. Okay. Now, if you want to find out what is the number of units, I mean the amount received after redemption, that will be equal to redemption price of one unit multiplied by number of units. Okay. So I think with this much information, we are now ready to solve the problems. One more thing is there. Sometimes there are no charges while purchasing or selling of the units. So you don't have to pay any load. Okay, there is no charge. Such funds are called as no load funds. Okay, and one more important thing: entry load and exit load are always expressed as percentage of NAV. These are the two things which you have to keep in mind. Also, one thing: value of the investment on a day. Suppose you have purchased some units of the mutual fund and you have with you. Okay, how will you find out what is the current or आज की तारीख में what is the worth you are having? So how will you find out that the value of the investment on a particular day is equal to NAV on that day multiplied by number of days. As I told you, the net asset value of the mutual fund will not be same every day. It will keep changing. तो आपको देखना है कि आपके पास कितना वर्थ है, वैल्यू क्या है आपके म्यूचुअल फंड. हाउ विल यू फाइंड आउट दैट? आज की तारीख में एनएवी क्या है मल्टीप्लाई बाय हाउ मेनी यूनिट्स यू आर हैविंग. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वैल्यू ऑफ द इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑन इट. वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व सम प्रॉब्लम्स बेस्ड ऑन दैट. सी in a simple like which you will understand, one more example I will give you. You know that the gold prices, they also are changing every day. Okay, so suppose आपके पास घर में कुछ गोल्ड है, ठीक है. जब आपने खरीदा था मे बी अराउंड 20 years back or 10 years back, उस समय उसका प्राइस कम होगा. लेकिन you see, if you compare the gold prices from last 10 years, last 20 years, और मे बी ओल्ड एज आपके दादा दादी के जमाने का गोल्ड रखा होगा और भी कम था, ठीक है. और अगर आपको ये देखना है कि आज की तारीख में आपके पास जो गोल्ड है उसकी क्या कीमत है, तो आप क्या करोगे? मार्केट में आज का 1 ग्राम गोल्ड का या 1 तोला व्हाटएवर यू से 10 ग्राम का कितना प्राइस है आज की तारीख में और आपके पास कितना गोल्ड. यू विल मल्टीप्लाई दैट एंड यू विल कम टू अरे मेरे पास गोल्ड वर्थ कितना है. इट इज लाइक सेम. वैल्यू ऑफ द इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑन ए डे is आज की तारीख में क्या है, NAV on that day multiply by number of. Okay. Now how will you see कि म्यूचुअल फंड का क्या परफॉर्मेंस है? The performance of the mutual fund scheme is measured with the help of changes in the NAV. Okay. So these are the certain things. Absolute change in NAV. मतलब NAV at the end of the period minus NAV at the beginning of the period. That difference is called as absolute change in NAV. Now, what is the percentage change? Percentage निकाल रहे हैं मतलब क्या? What is the change in NAV divided by NAV at the beginning into 100? That is the percentage. What is annualized change? Annualized मतलब एक साल में कितना change हुआ? So suppose you know एक साल में 12 months होते हैं, correct? So if you want to calculate annualized change in NAV, see the percentage change in NAV, and you want to calculate for, say, this is the percentage change, say for 9 months, okay? So that divided by number of months, and you want to calculate for the annualized for 12 months, so multiply by 12. Okay? So these are the certain things which will also we will calculate in topics. So absolute change means NAV at the end minus NAV at the beginning. Percentage change means what is the change divided by what was the NAV at the beginning into 100. And annualized change will tell you what is the percentage change yearly. Okay. Now let us, with this much information, we are now ready to solve the problem. So some 1 or 2 problems we will take as per the time. So let us look at the problem number 1. Mr. Kale invested an amount of rupees 50,000 on 14th Feb 2011. When NAV was 125.6 with an entry load of 2.5%. Find number of units purchased. If current NAV is 140.4, find current value of his investment. So as before, we will read the question in parts and we will write down what is given to us. Okay. So Mr. Kale invested an amount of rupees 50. That means what is this 50,000? It is the amount invested. So look at, whenever you solve a problem, write down what is given to you. Make a plan like this. Okay. So what is given? Amount invested is given to you as 50,000. And when he invested this much amount, what was the NAV? NAV was 125.6. So I will tell NAV is 125.6 when he purchased. So at the time of purchase. What is the entry load? Entry load is 2.5%. What do you have to find out? Find the number of units purchased. कितने unit उसने खरीदा? और and दूसरा क्या निकालना है? If the current NAV is 140.4, यानी आज NAV 140.4 है, so what is the current value of its investment? Okay, so let us first find out what is the purchase price of a unit. What is the purchase price? It is NAV plus entry load. Find out that. How much is the NAV? NAV is 125.6 plus what is entry load? It is 2.5% of NAV. Entry load and exit load are always calculated on NAV. So 2.5% of 125.6. Calculate this. So 125.6 plus 2.5%. How will you calculate? 2.5 upon 100 into 125.6. I hope everybody is sitting with the calculator. So find out this. 2.5 so 2.5 multiplied by 125.6 divided by 100 will give you 3.14. When you add it to 125.6, you will get 128.74. So this is the purchase price of 1 unit. Okay. NAV plus entry load. NAV is 125.6. Entry load is 2.5%. So 2.5% of NAV, that is 125.6. How do you calculate this? This we have done in shares also many times. 2.5 upon 100 into 125.6. So that gives you 3.14. When you add it to 125.6, you will get 128.74. So this is the purchase price of one. How will you find out number of units purchased? Number of units purchased to amount invested divided by purchase price of one unit. Purchase price of a unit. Okay. How much amount was invested? 50,000. Amount invested is 50,000. What is the purchase price of one unit? We have just calculated 128.7. 128.7. Calculate how much we get. 50,000 divided by 128.74. It gives you 388.3796. So 37967. So 37967. If it the number of units purchased. What is the next thing you have to find? If the current NAV is 140.4, what is the current value of the investment? How will you find out the current value of investment? Current value of investment is equal to current NAV. आज की तारीख में क्या NAV है? Multiply by number of units. What is the current NAV? 140.4. 140.4 multiplied by 388.3797. So you can even see, you can even take up to 3 digits. It's okay. So what we will get? 140.4 multiplied by 388.3797. This will give you 54,528.5. So this is the current value of the investment. So 50,000 rupees he has invested, and आज की तारीख में उसका value 54,500. I think we will stop here because there is no time. So just go through this problem once again. There are many problems we'll take. Thank you.